what else we're going to be given is a possible delay. So here's the status. The Batman Part 2 is coming to theaters next October. No, it's not. It is.
Has it even started
not.
filming yet?
No. And as a matter of fact, all the actors that are involved with it, besides Robert Pattinson, that have talked about it, said they've heard nothing and nobody's seen a script. And Matt Reeves took like 2 years to finish up Batman and then another year of post-production. This thing is not being turned around in a year and a half max. If it doesn't start production now, they're not hitting October of next year. There is absolutely no way. And just by looking at some of the production slates that WB has, and just like what I know and what I've heard from some people that I know that work in the industry, yeah, if they rush
Does WB know what a production slate actually is now? Is that just like
David Zaslav is
you write things off for tax? Is that what that is?
I was gonna say it's the tax write-off slate for him.
Imagine if he writes off the Batman. That would be crazy.
Like,
it would never happen because it's Batman. But
yeah, it would never happen. But like, it's gonna be crazy because next year, we were supposed to get Superman, and then hey, here's Batman, and then it's like, oh, well, I guess probably not Batman. But then again, I think that's fine. You give Superman a little bit more to be like the big hit, right? It's like, hey, if you want DC content, this new universe just kicked off with Superman. You got nothing else, It's like, all right, like it might kind of be smart to delay Batman into maybe like spring or summer of 26, 26.
Yeah, I guess this is just all like a knock-on effect of the strike and COVID, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Easily.
And also the Penguin series has got to be done first.
Yeah, they're still post-producing that. And like there's rumors they're going to be going for a couple weeks of maybe reshoots. Like they got a couple weeks scheduled. They might not use them all, but that's still telling. It's like they were supposed to move smoothly from Penguin to start production on Batman immediately, but then the strikes hit and it fell apart. And production on the Batman Part 2 was set to start in September of last year, meaning that they were giving themselves that much time. So if you just connect the dots, you're like, this isn't going to happen, like unless they rush it. And Matt Reeves is not going to rush it. So
no chance.
I'm a little sad that I won't get that film much quicker, but at the same time, we'll get we got like 4 or 5 MCU films coming next year. We'll be eating good with comic book films regardless. We don't need Batman
hopefully.
Well, yeah, Blade's
stuff's got to pick up quick, like
Yeah.
Also, if you're banking on Blade coming out next year, then Delulu is it's not the Salulu.
No, not at all. So, okay, I kind of want to talk about this here as well. So I guess we're going to add a subtopic or a dual topic. That's what we'll call it. Let's talk a little bit about Superman that's coming next year, because James Gunn obviously revealed, hey, we started shooting. Here's your logo. Hey, here's our first photo of that where we're shooting in like Sweden. And also, it's not called Legacy anymore. It's just called Superman, which is the first time a Superman film is going to be called Superman, which is wild.
Yeah.
I like it. I was used to Superman Legacy, and I still keep calling it that because, that's how my brain has been for 2 years since they announced it or whatever. But it's a good title. I like Superman. It's straight and to the point. It's not
it's fine. It's weird that you can just say, oh yeah, the Superman movie.
Yeah.
Or just like you can't say the Superman movie anymore because that was obviously the original one. But it's just like,
right.
Superman. Yeah.
That's the only thing that gets, it's like when a video game re-releases and has the same title, like Resident Evil 4, and then there's Resident Evil 4, the remake. It's like, or sometimes they don't even change it. Like video games have titles and they just add, or like Fast and the Furious. They had Fast and the Furious, and then the 4th film was the. You're like, what? Who? Why? Like,
see,
what?
There's the sequel, right? You've got Superman, then the Superman Returns.
Well, if you're talking about like Fast and the Furious, the second one was called Too Fast, Too Furious.
Oh, yeah.
Right, you get Superman Tokyo Drift. No.
Yeah.
Bro, that would be great. That would be. That's it.
To be honest, there is a manga series where Superman does go to Japan and he's like a foodie, and he goes all
Change his name to Goku by chance?
No, he just goes around and eats a whole bunch of food.
That sounds like Goku.
I like Superman doing mukbangs. That's the new YouTube.
I'm gonna need that explained to me. What the hell is a mukbang?
So mukbang is when you make, for example, what if you were to make 100 pounds of spaghetti, dump it on your giant granite table, then invite 6 people over, you eat it till you all look like you're about to die?
Basically, it's food eating ASMR. That's it.
Yeah. That's
literally.
Is that an American, like a strictly American thing?
No,
mostly Americans love to do it though.
It's popular in America and in some Asian countries where they get a little bit more exotic with their food choices.
Like, no joke, I saw this group of like 4 people order like 80 pizzas and just sit on their floor that clearly their daddy bought them this apartment in New York, and they just ate all the pizzas till they were literally like crawling on the floor, being like, I might die, we need to go to hospital. And I'm like,
this sounds like the kids yearn for the troughs, to be honest.
well, it's a little bit weird because the details behind the scenes. These behind the scenes is that a lot of them don't really hold the food down.
No,
I'm
not
not
at all.
surprised. I'm not.
Yeah.
No, well, it's either they do it from their body or they induce it themselves to keep doing it.
And what's it called? A mukbang?
Yeah, mukbang.
Yeah, because it started in the East at first, and it just kept the name.
Time to. Yeah. Look that up. It's weird. It's a whole thing. Look it up, people.
Yeah.
Hey, also, since we're talking about Superman here, join us on the member section for the bonus topic where we're gonna talk about the dumbest Zack Snyder quotes of the week, and there's 100 of them. So
on the Joe Rogan show.
yeah. So join us there. You know what? Let's just jump on to our last topic. We've